What up, world? It's your boy Ethan Scott. I am back. Welcome. Hello. How you doing? How's your day going? You doing pretty good? I hope so. I hope everybody out there is having a good time. Having a good day at least. Couple of hiccups in my day, so hopefully you didn't get too many. But all right. Last time we did this. Last time we played, we actually put the Vulcan astronomic nano habitat in orbit, which completed the contract, gave us some money, and returned the impulse drive. That impulse drive was huge, so that is definitely something that we're gonna focus on here soon. But we went to do another contract to make more money, and our game memory, I'm not quite sure, but just went whoo and kind of stalled out on us. So we're going to try that again. But I have some more news. So let's go over. Let's go and take a look at our space center. Isn't it beautiful? It's wonderful. I love it. It's tiny. It's not too big. I was actually looking at this. I wish we could go over and upgrade, like the other VABs and stuff like that. The other launch pads. But anyways, so here is the news. Here's the fun stuff. And I think it should still be there. No, okay. So I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to take one of these. And I'm going to take one of these. All right. So last time we saw snacks. Snacks are important. Snacks are like food. First, ha 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 ha. What is up, glass of milk? How you doing? But yes, so snacks are food, and it added an element to the game that the game doesn't have, and it's just a resource. Not bad. Everything sounds good. Yay. It finally saved all the settings, so that's good. I'm doing good, glass of milk. I hope you are doing good as well. As I said, I had a couple of hiccups today, but I did get to go on a really good date with Villani, so that was cool. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear you're good. But yes, we were talking about the new news. This right here is food, and it adds an element of, or a resource to the game that is pretty cool. I like it. It makes sure that you're taking care of your Kerbals and not just leaving them out in space indefinitely or leaving them on a planet indefinitely or something like that. So that's really cool. But I wanted to take it a little bit further. So we went in and we played with the config files of snacks, and I added 2 out of the 3 more resources that are available. And you can actually make your own resources with snacks, so it's really cool. You would have to sit down and learn a little bit and play with it. I have not done that at all, but you can do it. I thought that was very interesting. But for this, what we're doing, you can't get rocks on an empty stomach. That's true. That is true. But what we added, you'll see here, we have fresh air. Air is something that you have to deal with in space. It is something that these guys would have to deal with in space because you can't, obviously, Kerbals can't take off their helmet when they are, what do you call it? When they're on a moon or a planet that doesn't have the correct atmosphere. Therefore, they are some sort of air-breathing creatures. So fresh air would be a thing. So we have added fresh air. So now we have fresh air and we have consumable snacks. Now, here's the other part. We have added stress, which you will see here. You'll see that I can start entertainment, stop entertainment. Entertainment center, A-OK. This will take energy. Oh, you can also see here the stale air. So As the fresh air drains, it will fill up with stale air. And then we can air scrubber, and that will recycle the. I wonder if we can like actually make it happen here, or if it's just gonna do it. Nope. But anyways, you would have full here, and then you can air scrub and try and get. I don't think the return is 100%. Did you know in Africa most homicide victims don't talk about to the police about it? Really? Well, I don't exactly know what the cultural climate is over in Africa. So, I mean, I believe it, I guess. But yeah, so the fresh air and the entertainment stress is something that happens to your Kerbals now. So if they're, like, if I sent a Kerbal to, obviously this doesn't have an entertainment center. If I send a Kerbal to Duna in this little capsule, it's going to take 2 years. It's going to take 2 years and stuff like that. So what will happen is they'll eventually get stressed out. And when they get stressed out, they stop doing their jobs. If they're a pilot, you lose, pilot control. If they're if they're an engineer, they won't go out and fix things. And if they're a scientist, they won't reset stuff. Did you know in Africa, most homicide I did not read that correctly. It's a good one. That was good. You have a point. They don't. I mean, they probably try to, but not many people speak to ghosts anymore. But yeah, so now you can't just cram them in here and let them go. You actually have to create living areas and vessels and stuff like that. Don't laugh at me. All right, you can laugh at me. There's nothing I can do about it. But so that's just another feature, because doing the impulse drives, we've basically eliminated the high necessity for gas. I'm not going to say the necessity for gas, but the high necessity that you normally have in this game is for gas. That would be, or fuel, I should say. That would be the reason to be building like refueling space stations and stuff like that. Well, now we've kind of flipped it. We're still going to have resource dependency, but our resource dependency is going to be the air, the food, and stress. So we will still need to put stations in orbit, especially for the long-term things. And I should be able to, I'm pretty sure, I don't have the parts yet, so I can't do it yet, but I'm pretty sure when I have the Convertotron, when that thing pops up, I can create from ore. I don't know, I'm going to have to come up with a weird story about this or something, but create from ore both snacks and air. So I will be able to have, or I should be able to have, mining stations on various planets and moons and stuff. Decent work environments for our employees, and we have to take care. Right, exactly. We, God forbid, we take care of our employees that are bravely going into space on these random contraptions that we're making. If we had an HR department, oh man, would it be lighting up. But so those are some cool new features that we're going to be in the game as we progress through the storyline, to just give it a little bit more sense of realism, immersion, and again, reasons for stations. Because I put up 2 stations now, and I'm like, whoo, what is that? What am I going to do? I'm just going to stop there? Be like, yeah, get off here. We eating rocks now. Hey, Gorons are amazing, and they move big rocks, and they give me a big hammer to smash things with. If you're playing Breath of Fire, like they didn't do that in the Ocarina time, but or Breath of the Wild, not Breath of Fire, that's a totally different game. If you're playing Breath of the Wild, they give you the hammers and you smash the rocks and shiny gems. Hey Vulcan, what's going on? You were actually just joining us, so I'll explain it again real quick. So we upgraded our snacks to include air and stress. You can stop those now. But so these are the resources that we're going to be needing instead of the fuel resources that we would normally need. So this add a extra little flair to it and stuff like that. It's really cool. I'm excited. You'll see it as it progresses. Okay, moving on. So, if I am not mistaken, they move rocks. Yeah, right. We have to destroy the rocks most of the... Well, just the big walking around smashy rocks. Those are the ones you gotta destroy. With the, pimple on their back or whatever. You just go... Kokiri? Don't get me started. I might start streaming this if you keep getting me talking about it. I love Breath of the Wild. I love Ocarina of Time. I love Breath of the Wild. I keep saying it. Breath of Fire? No, Breath of the Wild. Now I'm doing it backwards. Breath of the Wild. Breath of the... God. Blah. I liked Breath of Fire, too. That was a good game back in the day. And you can't forget Ravioli Scale. Yes. That's like the water place, right? Where you get the swimmy thing. The armor where you can swim up the waterfall. Anyways, you're getting me way off track on the wrong damn game. So we're looking at this. We want orbit around Kerbin, and we have 3 attendees. Okay. What? Stop it. I have no idea what it is. Legend of Zelda is a different game. The particular one we are referring to is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I don't think it's the newest game, but it's one of the best. And I've been a Legend of Zelda fan ever since Nintendo Entertainment System. So, yes, I like Zelda. We will. Yeah, I was thinking of Zora. Thank you. Yeah, the birds. Raviolis. Gale is the birds. Then you do the flying on your glider. Anyways, so coming back to this, we're looking at this and ferry. Right. We're trying to ferry these guys on an orbit around Kerbin. Suborbital flight and orbit. Suborbital flight and orbit. Suborbital flight and orbit. We were going to use what is basically our workhorse right now, the Kerbal Vehicle 1, or as we are calling it, the KV-1 for short. We had made minor modifications to it. Let's see here, KV Mark 1. I don't know if we saved those modifications or if they saved. It looks like they saved. Modifications saved. I wanted to... Okay. So we did have also an incident of almost... Or when we landed last time, we landed a little rough. Rougher than we thought. And I'm hoping that these reinforcements will do enough. So I don't really want to add anything there. And we should be good to go. Let's load up our passengers. We're going to do... We'll put Valentina as the co-pilot. And let's get the tourists on board. Why do I have 4 tourists? Did I take another contract that I didn't read? Zelda, at least to me, is my favorite over Pokemon, then that over Mario, but I love all 3 series. Yeah, they're great. They're great games. Good series. Good choices all around. Alright, and the other thing was... those modifications stayed, so hopefully so did these, but let's go in here and find out. There we go. That. 170. Okay, it did stay. Alrighty. Let's launch and get this contract out of the way, and then we'll look at what else we got. I'm starting to get the hang of orbit. I just had 3 Kerbals in orbit from the 3 different launch sites simultaneously and landed all 3 of them success. That's awesome. So you launched from one, then the other, and they were all in orbit, and then you landed one, then the one, then the other. Have a nice day, man. Good to see you again. That's great, man. Good work. Good work all around. I want to take a look at my snacks. So we got fresh air for 96. I don't know what that 96 is. Oh, duration 16 days. So we got enough fresh air for 16 days with these guys, and then we got enough food for 50. So everybody should be good for it. I don't want to have them liking John too much. I'll try. I'll like send them with less food or something. Oh yeah, especially if you don't have maneuvers yet. Like, are you doing? Are you playing career or science or like just sandbox? Because if you don't have maneuvers in space, getting orbits in any type of action, like playing science, that's good. So you don't have to update your bases though. So you should have maneuvers. But yeah, well, I mean, it's actually good, especially if I know there's CurbNet access in stock somehow, some way. I never played with it because I always have ScanSat. But the different orbits cover different pathways on the Earth, because you'll learn that you'll want to, or on Kerbin, you want a polar orbit for a satellite if you're scanning, if you're trying to do a scan of the Earth, like mapping it out. Kerbin, I keep saying Earth. Anyways, let's launch these guys. They're just sitting on the runway like, what's going on? What's going on? Alrighty, nice, easy liftoff. We're getting a little bit off the ground before we swap over. EVA from the other sites. Nice. Like, launch them there and EVA them. That is a good thing to do. So one of the things that we're looking at as we're progressing forward in our technological, advancements, a couple of things about this craft, because we're probably going to take some time today after this and redesign or work on design for a new one. First, I originally designed it to move very slow through the atmosphere like this, okay? Its upward motion should be slow. However, this is almost unbearable to move upwards at this speeds. See what other biomes I can find. Also spent some time today building a rover and ran around to the different biomes at KSE. That is the best way to like kickstart your science, That is a great way to kickstart your science. It's just each one of these buildings has science at it and collect it all. There's also, if you take a vehicle and land it on top of the VAB, you get some science there too. I think if you just crash into the VAB, it's the same, but whatever. So anyways, we're looking at this, and like this speed, although exactly kind of what we were looking for, was almost like a blimp, We wanted, hold on, trying to get a cinematic here. We wanted almost like a blimp, and we got it. Like, it moves super slow upwards, and then we have our thruster drive to try and increase that a little bit, but other than that, it's a little too slow. It's a little weird looking, and it's not very what's the word I'm looking for? VTOL. It's not extremely VTOL. So we're going to be looking at some designs, probably nothing successful today, but just moving forward in the tech tree and trying to, make some things more compact, make some things work a little bit better, and all of that. That being said, and let's do this, because it'll look good in the cinematic. I want to get some more cinematic because I just moved my mouse across the screen and it looks stupid. And then engaging drive. And you could, that was actually pretty cool. You can see how everything works. It's so beautiful. It's not the best camera work. I have to figure out how to do those super smooth camera works. But it'll do for right now. Yay. Okay, that actually went quite well. So we are on our... Oh, we should probably switch here. We're on our suborbital path as we're increasing. And this, again, even though we're moving at a pretty good speed, and we can go in here and adjust these guys by going... Hold on. I gotta find it. Everything on the... That's another thing. I don't think we should make it this compact next time. We should work on making it a little bit more accessible. All of them a little bit. Oh, it is at 12. Nope. Okay. Well, let's take a look at our riders. The problems that I have to do one building at a time. I took Science Junior and a Mystery Goo and a Barometer and a Thermometer. I can only do DP one building at, even with Scientists. If I wanted to reset Goo, it would work, but once I put the Science in the storage unit, the Science Junior would lock itself. You should be able to reset it after, like you have to reset it after you store the data. It'll lock itself, and then your scientist should be able to reset it. Because I definitely went around with just one of those things and just collect. No? Maybe I wasn't getting that science. Maybe I do. Maybe I should do a little rover real quick. Because I fixed my original rover. That thing's working nice. So these guys look like they're having a blast. Look at them. And I mean, I like how well this is set up. You got a pilot in front of you on both sides. You have a co-pilot. Co-pilots are important in case one of the pilot passes out. We seem to be doing good. And see, we have this new bar here. Oh, hold on a second. Let me... Oh, there we go. Let's click that into performance mode. Sorry. All right, so we have this new bar next to our Kerbals. That's actually our stress. Oh, no. G loss of consciousness meter. That's our G loss of consciousness meter. And then... How do I check my stress level? That's packaging. That's that. Where's the stress? There's supposed to be a way. So, like, I should be able to turn on entertainment. Inventory? Inventory? No. I got nothing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that out. I thought you were able to check the stress levels of your Kerbals, and it's not showing me anything. Yeah, interesting. I'll have to check into all of that stuff. That's okay. Right now, I don't think anyone's going to be stressed out on this adventure. But you see what I'm saying? This is a little... Hang on, I'm going to change computers. No worries. You can see what I'm saying about the launch system. It is a little slow. So we might be designing some new types of craft, some new ideas to put us into space a little faster. Maybe something smaller for just 3 Kerbals to zip around in for short flights. Hotfire, what's going on? How you doing? Hotfire, we added air and stress to the snacks mod. So now we have more resources. Terrible? No. What happened? While we slowly go into space, what's going on? Terrible's not good. Terrible is the opposite of good. I think that's what it is in the dictionary. Oh. Yeah. That's pretty terrible. I am sorry to hear that. You feeling any better now? Like, once you got it all out? I'm good. I'm not bad, you know. I haven't barfed today, so that's good. Villani's not feeling too hot, so I feel bad for her. But I'm doing okay. For now. I'm sure I'll get what Villani has. Thank you for asking, though. We are currently ferrying 4 tourists on a orbital flight. So, but as you know, the KV-1, low technology, low, not exactly the fastest build out there, you know, and it's got flaws. Some of its flaws, as we were talking about, one, it's incredibly complicated and like hard to get into this area, so we might need to make like a more accessible engineering bay. Two, these engines you have to come in and manually shut off. Still a little woozy, but good. Tell her your stream said feel better. Feel better, Villani. I'm sure she's listening. Feel better, Villani. My stream said to feel better. So you need to feel better. Hopefully she feels better. But it's hard to get in here, and you have to turn these manually off because they don't separate enough. And we kind of fixed that in the last stream by having them separate away from each other on 2 pistons. But that made the engine very, very big. So we're going to look into some other kind of possibilities as we're and stuff like that to make this move faster. Because what are we at now? We're at like 10 minutes in. I think that's real time. Kerbal time. Is Kerbal time real time? Hi, Villani. I love you. So either way, it's 10 minutes to get into the air. Usually I've done an entire orbital mission in 10 minutes when you're using rocket technology. So can I turn them on and off with an action group? Unfortunately not. Action groups, not even the Cal 1000 will allow you. Ooh. Hold on. Speaking of action groups and X, I have like a apoapsis of really, really high. So even the Cal 1000, none of it will allow you to mess with the docking acquire force. So if you can't change that, then you got to use robotics to make it work. Like I said, this is a really complicated area. I don't even remember where it is. It's right there. Why can't I see it? There we go. I want to kill those. And we're still... Oh, let's throw the thrust forward on the... There we go. Okay. So, as I was saying, they don't pull far enough apart. And you can't use action groups or the Cal 1000 to adjust this right here, the docking acquire force. So you kind of got to get creative with it. I have a couple of ideas after I was thinking about it. I don't know. I'm just going. No, I'm trying to get into orbit, but I was talking too much and not paying attention. So I've got a couple ideas, and we're going to work on that because obviously the KV-1 has some flaws. It's not horrible, but it has some flaws. We should have been suborbital. I don't know how many I just read, but we're good on suborbital. Now we got to get to orbital, and we are working our way that way. Welcome back, Vulcan Rider. Glad to see you back. We're almost to orbit, so you didn't miss much. Almost. Let's. Can we just do that? Oh, we can. I don't know if that's the smartest thing, but hold on. I'm trying to raise my my periapsis as fast as I can. Oh wait, no, this is bad. This is very bad. We need to be pointing like this. We're falling. I missed my shot, so we need to be kind of pointing straight up. What's up, everybody? Yeah, no, that's not good. I mean, I've done it before. As long as I don't fall to like below 40, I should be fine. I just gotta catch it. And I'm pretty sure, yeah. See, my speed just stopped and then started increasing. So we should see it happen here. There it goes. We're going back up. So, just flying. My mic keeps cutting in and out. I'm sorry. I actually might be moving away from my mic and getting just too far away. Let me know if that's still an issue. If it's still cutting in and out, I'll try to stay closer to it. Where am I at? Oh, that's enough. I don't need to be all the way up there now. There we go. Whoa. See what? Oh, wow, that's not good. Just trying to give them some whiplash, Definitely made their stress go up. I'm going to have to turn on these entertainment. Okay. I need to be pointing down because I'm going really, really high now. Just do this. Actually, if I ride that, I should be able to even out. Are you not entertained? They're not entertained. I'll turn on the entertainment. Start entertainment. Start entertainment. My electric charge is okay. I should have enough. But I'm on the dark side of the moon, so I don't know if now is the best time for an in-flight movie. But hey, it's not the worst. See if I can't even out a little bit more. There we go. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit more. Alright, that should be a good enough orbit. I don't have to have it perfect. But here, once again, we're running into this issue. These guys are going to keep pushing. Oh no, come on. Nope. There we go. These guys are going to keep pushing until I do that. Because they're not getting far enough away from each other. So as you see, we're at a 161 to 80. Whew. Hey, pew, 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 pew. So, not the best orbit in the world, but we'll take it and we can do a full orbit. But that should have fulfilled the contract. Everybody contract good. Now we have to bring them home. Let's see when we want to do that. When do we want to bring them home? Oh, righty then. This thing wants me to try and stop on my apoapsis. So let's see if we can do this. Let's go this way. Right there. And then we'll go in. Which ones are these? We'll set them back up. Their current distance, we don't have much pull, which could actually be a good thing. We will come around. Okay, good. We're on a little bit different of an order. Pew pew. I am trying to make a movie. That's what all of this is. You're in the background, like you're backstage of the production and seeing me do all ridiculousness. I don't think... Let's see here. Oh, there's some science. We'll take it. And just close the doors. Hodor. And then log pressure. Nothing. Recycle. Log temperature. Nothing. Recycle. Crew report. I don't want transfer. Crew report. Nothing. Let's try an EVA. And it's free. Yeah, I know, right? It's wonderful. Let's do... I want to do a Valentina EVA. I don't know if she's EVA'd yet. Oh, no. She was one of the first to EVA, wasn't she? EVA report. Oh, yeah. I'll take that science. Board. And then just as a show, because Jeb shows off, you know. Jeb's one of those guys that shows off. He's a show off. So we're gonna go like that. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah. And then let's see if we can do this. There we go. Because Jeb's a show off, he's gonna do a ring around the ship. Whee! There we go. Right? And I'm flying without, like, any of my indicators so that I can get some pretty good shots. Or at least try to get good shots. So I'm, like, doing this all backwards. There we go. Whee! All right, let's stop messing around and get Jeb back in here. Actually, I want an EVA report while he's out here. There we go. And then let's bring him back in. All right, Jeb, stop showing off. Good speed. Good speed. Let's grab on. And we're back inside the spaceship. Successful EVAs on both parts. Give me some of that sweet, sweet science. That's the good stuff. So this thing says verbose simulation logging. I don't know what that does. Does anybody know what that does? I don't know what that does. It doesn't do anything. I don't think it does anything. I think it's lying. Anyways, oh, we've been kind of just dumbly doing that. What's our apoapsis at? Oh, it's still way up there. So let's bring it down. And this is the part where things get tricky. Nope. Because if I don't get to these quick enough, they will completely sink me. Okay. Periapsis, 58. Right over where the island field is. But it's going to be a not so bueno. So we're actually going to land here. I have an idea to land at the desert airfield this time. God good. I love it. That's great. That's a great way of thinking about it. My computer is freaking out. Why are you freaking out? You're okay. Everything is awesome. Okay, good. So we're going to come around. That's our apoapsis. And we're going to be like stopping right there. Right over this thing. So let's... Can I can maneuver. When did that happen? Why can I maneuver? Did I change a setting that I wasn't supposed to? Temperature gauges, advanced. Extended burn keeps. Is your landing location something you can be more precise than guesswork? Yes. So it all depends on how you're coming in. If you are coming in, can this computer stop freaking out? Hold on a sec, guys. My computer's going crazy.